What's going on, patrons? Here is another Q&A with S&J. We are actually on our way to the bank, and we have to pick up our kids. But we're going to knock out one of these questions right now while we're driving around, okay? So today's question is from Rebecca Tervo, and she says, my question concerns content strategy. Do you plan your content for a whole year at a time or for 6 months? What works best? For instance, if I plan in January for all of 2017, how do I come up with blog post titles for each week and outline those? Or do I just put topics for each week and work on the titles and outlines during the year? Would love to hear how your process works. Okay. We do not plan everything for an entire year. Jocelyn does plan her emails for an entire year, right?
Yeah, I like to plan things as far in advance as possible for the elementary librarian site. I pretty much know what the calendar looks like for the entire year, so I just go ahead and plan that and plan for my content to release just each week during that year.
So that's like a nurture sequence, like an autoresponder, but like for dynamic content like our podcast, we do not plan that out for an entire year. We usually stay somewhere between 7 and 12 weeks ahead if we can. And I would actually not recommend planning out all your content for an entire year unless it's evergreen content. That's why Jocelyn can do that, or we can do that like for the U.S. history teacher side. Or we could do that for an autoresponder, like a nurture sequence for Flip Lifestyle, but it would have to be based on a calendar and it would have to be evergreen content. You got to plan your content, only 7 to 12 weeks ahead, and then reevaluate where you are. Maybe your content changes a little bit. Maybe you have to do something new, but you don't want to be planning that far in ahead. Usually what we do, like right now, we are doing content this week. We are going to try to get 8 to 12 weeks ahead, something like that. And then during that 8 weeks, we will focus on promotion and other forms of content like ads and strategies to grow our business while the content kind of feeds out on its own. So then she asked, how do I come up with blog titles for each week, like when you're planning ahead? For us, it's just based on the interviews that we do or based on the evergreen content for the email lists. But you always go to Google and you see what people are searching for. And usually you can just say, hey, what are the top 12 topics in my niche that people are actually looking for in Google? That's what I'm going to make my posts about. So don't guess. Don't just make it up. Go out and research it. Stay 8 to 12 weeks ahead on your content. Try to reevaluate it at least once a quarter so you don't want to lose the pulse of your niche. And then how far ahead do you do your emails?
For elementary librarian, I do them about a year ahead. I actually have content matched up for the year, but if you're not sure what content to do, ask your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Say, hey, I'm trying to plan some content. What do you guys want to see me do?
And also, too, when you find something that you've done in the past that is like really popular, like if you get something shared a lot, take that, add it into your email autoresponder. That puts it one more week that someone's getting an email from you. Or go back last year and just revisit things you've already done and give them a new spin. I'm sure something in your niche has changed since last year that you can write about, same topic, same everything, but you're just doing like an updated post to do that. So that way you're not constantly trying to figure out something new to create. So that's how we do content. I hope that helps you do your content better. And if you need anything else about content marketing, internet marketing, or online business, head over to fliplifestyle.com. And we would love for you to support us on our Patreon page over at patreon.com/flippedlifestyle. Bye. See ya.